So in this video we are going to go over the loading section of the Traktor preferences dialog. So there are a few options here that are helpful to you when you work with Traktor. First option is called load only into stop deck. So what this does is that it prevents you from loading another track into the plain deck by accident. So let me demo this to you real quick. I'm going to double click on the deck to put it into the full deck mode. And if I load the track in there, the track starts playing. And now if I go to check this option right here, load only into stop deck, and I try to load another track in here, it says that the deck is locked. So as you can see that this option prevents you from loading another track by accident. Another option that's useful is called stop playback at the end of track. So what this does is that whenever you have a deck playing a track, the track might end, but the deck will always continue to play. So if the deck is playing and I just drag in another track into it, it will automatically just start playing the track without having me to press this button manually. So let me demo this to you. So in case I uncheck the stop playback at the end of track and I play this deck, I go to the end and wait for the deck to finish playing. So the track has finished playing, but the deck is still playing. So I can go ahead and drag another track into it, and as you can see, the track starts playing automatically. I did not have to press this green play button. And if I do another drag, again, it automatically starts playing the track. I personally prefer to stop playback at the end of track, so the deck is not playing when I drag another track into it. Now, duplicate deck when loading the same track. What this means is that when you have two decks and you try to drag another track into another playing deck, it will automatically pick up the play position of your previous deck. So let me demo this. So you have the deck A playing a track, and I want to drag another track in deck B. It automatically picks up that position and starts playing exactly where deck A is playing. So that's what that does. Load next at the end of track is the ability of Traktor to automatically load the next track in your playlist when the first track finishes playing. Initially load to queue marker. So what this does is it's basically allows you to load the track not from the beginning but from a queue marker, from the load marker. And load markers will be covered in another tutorial later in the course, or maybe in another course. But load markers are special markers that you can set in your track that tell Traktor where do you want the track to start. So you don't have to start always at the beginning. You can position your load marker somewhere in the middle or end of the track if you wanted to, and Traktor will automatically just load the track to that load marker when you drag the track into the deck. Activate fade in and fade out markers. This is more advanced topic, not going to cover this for now. Cruise loop playlist. So what this does is when this option is checked, and basically this is sort of an autopilot mode for Traktor when you have Traktor continue to play all the all the tracks in unattended mode, so without any human interaction. And what this tells Traktor is to continue playing your playlist right here all the time. So if it finished playing the last track, it will go back to the first track and just continue playing it. There is a couple more options here at the end of this loading section that are also useful. And one is checked by default. It's called reset all deck controls while loading the track. So let's say that I have track A, I have deck A, and I'm gonna decrease my tempo a little bit. So when I drag another track into it, it'll automatically reset my tempo back to neutral position. If I did not have that option checked and I was to change that and put another track in here, it will not move this tempo fader to the neutral position. I prefer to have this option checked as it helps to reset all the tempo controls when I load another track, because it will definitely have a different tempo from the previous one, or most of the time it has a different tempo. And same goes for the mixer controls, which are located right here. Same type of option where you can optionally choose to reset the mixer controls, and this is not checked by default because usually most DJs already have their knobs and their high, low, and mid-range knobs tuned to a specific setting when they're working, when they're playing their set. So you don't want to probably reset your mixer controls, because this will definitely have an impact on the output that people actually hear. So this is for the loading section.